The Hindu College Parliament was established way back in the 1920s, even before the Indian Parliament was established, basically and mainly with the purpose of infusing a sense of discipline and...
I want you to panic. I want you to feel the fear I feel every day. I want you to act. I want you to act like you would in a crisis. I want you to act like you would when your house is on fire, because it is, said Greta Thunberg. With this thought in mind, I'm Vaktavya.
And I'm Igna.
The bona fide students of the Hindu College extend a very warm welcome to one and all present here. I would like to throw some light about the first speaker of our grand event, who is also the World Children Peace Prize laureate, Licypriya Kangujam, also hailed as the Greta of the Global South. Licypriya is a child environmental activist and perhaps the biggest youth icon in the country. An 8-year-old girl from Manipur, she has been known for firmly raising her voice and for initiating a movement against the climate change, and she has urged the global leaders to take immediate actions to curb the havoc created by the climate change. An 8-year-old activist and a charismatic girl, Licypriya has spoken in 32 countries on climate change and has participated in certain crucial summits like COP25 Climate Conference. She has been felicitated with a number of awards like APJ Abdul Kalam Children Award, World Children Peace Prize and an India Peace Prize Award for bringing about a change and for compelling the world leaders to address the gravity of the environmental issues and to take a firm stance. The Hindu College Parliament is proud to have a real youth icon like Licypriya for Vaktavya 2020. Ma'am, we request you to address the gathering. Please give a big hand for our ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, everyone. Khrum Delhi. My name is Licypriya Kangujam. I'm 8 years old. I'm from Manipur, India, and I'm a climate activist and also the founder of the Child Movement. First of all, I would like to thank Hindu College, Delhi University for inviting me here to speak in this program. It's really an honor for me to be here amongst you all. And also, I'm very happy to see many young minds and our leaders in this hall. I feel cool outside, but I feel very warm inside because of the great speech by the great people. I'm confident you'd like this type of atmosphere. But I would be more happy if I could see more children like me in this hall, because children should also take part in this decision-making process and seek discussion as we are the future of this nation. But anyway, I'm happy that I'm here to represent all of them. I trust my voice will be heard by everyone in this room and also by our leaders through their channels. Last month, very recently, I went to Spain in the month of December for 2 weeks to attend the United Nations Climate Conference 2019, where everyone known as COP25 means Coffin of Parties. I went there to tell our leaders that this is the time to do action and it is a real climate emergency. They must act now to save our planet and to save our future. I have also met the United Nations Secretary General and Greta Thunberg during that program, and also I have met many world leaders in there. I have also heard many speeches from our leaders that they will do this, we will do that, we are trying our best, we will tell them what to do, we will hear all your voice, we will. But at the end, COP25 was failed, just waste of time and money spending for 2 weeks in one of the most expensive cities of the world. Our leaders failing us for last 25 years before I was born. When I was born, our leaders organized 16 times COPs and the world only knew about the bad effects of climate change. Our policymakers from around the world just get here every year in COPs and do nothing concrete for our future. And also, in the ongoing World Economic Forum 2020, we told our leaders to abandon the fossil fuel economy. Let's stop telling and doing something. Children are more smart and more concerned than our leaders. We will plan action now without wasting any more time. We have heard enough of your false promises. Enough is enough. You can just see in Arctic and Himalayas how icebergs are melting twice as fast, and we are losing more species of animals than ever before. And how sea level is increasing, and the earth is becoming very hot. And we're about the future of our planet. And many biodiversity hotspots become climate hotspots now. I think you all heard in the news about Australia bushfire. More than 1 billion animals has died. Millions of trees has gone. I'm really very sad. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't even take my food. Many children lost their homes. But this is the real effect of climate change. Our leaders don't have time to listen to us. Why they don't hear our voice? But it is a real climate emergency. And also, in India, I hope everyone knows about Majuli Island of Assam in northeast India. This rich biodiversity hotspot is going to disappear completely by 2040 due to climate change. This world's largest river island in the world. A pride has been eaten away by frequent flood of Brahmaputra River. Total area of Majuli in 1890 was 1,500 square kilometers, but now only remaining 520 square kilometers. No one still planning till today. Why? This is even our own constituency of Hon'ble Prime Minister of Assam, Mr. Modi. I want to question him. Why is he still silent on this? As per recent IPCC report a few days back, our earth temperature has been increased by 1.5 degrees Celsius. While world leaders are keep discussing to reduce global temperature on the table, they're always busy in the table and the paper but not in action. Australia is burning. Philippines, Indonesia, and Uganda are drowning. Animals and Amazon and Congo rainforests are dying, and daily by air pollution. But still, our bullies are asking us where is climate emergency. I think they're deaf or blind. And also, you can just see in Delhi how air pollution is so dangerous, and even children can't move out of the home. And worry about the health of the school children and small babies. Government announced that there would be holidays for 3 days and again for 5 days, but this is not the solution. Our leaders are just busy in blaming each other instead of finding a long-term solution. They are just telling the speech. They're not doing any action. I want our leaders to do more action. Otherwise, our future will be dying soon. They must act now. That's why I invent a speech and resilience to the whole world. It will also give attention to the world leaders, scientists, experts, pollution control board who are responsible for a safe future. And it will also give attention to, and my device will also give fresh air to our lungs, and it will also save our health from high air pollution. I'm coming to tell our leaders that you must change your way of thinking. As a child, I feel that there is something wrong with the world of adults. I feel pity when I see the bleak future of our planet. And also, I heard in the news about the Prime Minister of India told that air pollution doesn't affect our health and it doesn't kill any people. How we can say that air pollution doesn't kill any people, but more than 4 million children and people of the world has died due to air pollution. You should be shy what he's telling. And also, how you can be a Prime Minister? Millions of people are planting millions of trees to save our planet and to save our future. But some leaders are destroying a beautiful planet and our beautiful future. And also, the hopes, the dreams of millions of children like me in the war still losing their parents, or children becoming homeless due to danger of wars. So I would like to appeal to all the world leaders to stop wars and conflict immediately in the interest of millions of children like me. And also, I want to tell our Hon'ble Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, to stop my calls from Australia. Instead of spending billions of dollars on buying coal, I want him to invest on producing renewable energy, which is cheaper. And also, this can create millions of jobs for our youth. In July 2018, when I was just 6 years old, I started my organization called the Child Movement. I started raising my voice for immediate climate action to the world leaders to save our planet and to save our future. As a part of my movement, I traveled over 32 countries. Greater Tumble greatly influenced me in February 2019. Since then, at Parliament House of India, I'm standing and I'm telling to our Hon'ble Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi and her MPs to pass the climate change law as soon as possible from paper to become action. If they pass the climate change law, then we can control the carbon emission and greenhouse gases. I dropped out of my school since February 2019 due to my protests every week in Parliament House. I also demand our government to include climate change as a compulsory subject in our school curriculum. And students must plant minimum 10 trees every year to pass the final examination. In India, we have 350 million students. If 350 million students plant minimum 10 trees every year, then we would plant 3.5 billion trees. Trust me, India will be green in after 5 years. I have a very good news for everyone. I got a letter from Rajasthan government 2 days back, and they will be the first state in India to include climate change as a compulsory subject. After my request, I'm really thankful to Rajasthan government, especially Sachin Pilot sir, as it will follow by other states, and India will be the first state in Asia and second in the world, taking such initiative after Italy in the history. This is the real change we want. Animals are dying due to plastics. Don't throw garbage of plastics on streets, ocean, river, or seas, or anywhere else. Let's save our environment and please stop use single-use plastic. Before closing my speech, I have a small message to all the children and the people of the world. Children must tell the parents that they shouldn't cut trees. If you cut one tree, then plant 100 trees. Don't use carbon bikes every time. And also, children must tell the parents that they should walk if it's nearby. And also, we should support good initiative of Hon'ble Prime Minister Mr. Modi, like Plastic-Free India. To stop use AC at home, grow minimum 10-20 trees in your home surroundings. Definitely, you will get fresh air and cooler. These all can help us to save our planet and to save our future. I'll also attend the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020 from July 27 to August 8 in Japan. I'll launch a new initiative called Green Olympics to make Olympic a carbon neutral competition. This will be another new chapter in the history of the world. I will fight until my goal achieved. We are unstoppable. I know the world's possible and the change is possible. We'll continue to give more fresh work to our world leaders. What we want here is not about today or tomorrow, but what needs to be done now. Thank you, Jai Hind, and Honorable Manipur Nayafre. Thank you once again.